Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 7 of the Amazing Race. It's been a lot of fun so far. This is Steve West, principal at Greenways Intermediate School, and I am with
Joi Lunsford, and I'm an interventionist at Reeves-Hinger.
Very good to be joined there. Hey, as always, we want to thank our sponsors. Happy State Bank this week is sponsoring the iPad, and Happy State Bank, along with all of our other sponsors, do an outstanding job of helping our district and our teachers, so we really appreciate those guys. This week, the challenge is formative assessment. I know everybody's very familiar with this. As you can see, these quotes from Jim Knight, it's the teacher knowing how well every student is learning and every student knowing how well he or she is learning. I've always appreciated Justin's analogy that he uses. Formative assessment is like going to the doctor for a checkup, where a summative assessment is more like going for an autopsy. You know, the checkup, you find out what's wrong and then you fix it, as opposed to waiting until it's too late to do anything about it. So that's what we're looking at this week, and all of you teachers do it. We just want it to be one of the things that you accent this week. And Joy is going to talk about some of the examples that you might be looking for.
Okay, so this is one example that you could use, the fist to 5, and you can kind of see from the poster what the kids can do to reflect on their learning, whether they're really understanding or kind of not quite there yet, need some help. It's just a really good way to check in with your kids and make sure that what we're doing is effective and that the kids feel good about it. The next example we have is the cups, which is just the red, green, yellow. It's kind of a shorter version of the fist 5, but just another way for them to show how they feel about their learning at the time. Good way to check in on them. The next slide we have is an example of the exit ticket, which is pretty popular. And a good way to do that is just to have it on your door like it has in this picture, so you can check their learning as they go out. We always know that writing is a phenomenal way to see if kids understand what you're presenting. So this is a great way to check in as well.
One of my favorites is using the Socrative iPad app and teaching kids to ask great questions and stimulate that part of their mind, getting them involved in the learning process, and generating those kind of questions will enhance and just burn that kind of learning into their brain. One of the things we wanted to look at in week 7 of the challenge is the different teams that Joy and I represent. As you can see here, Greenways is leading the pack with the green team. Justin tells me it's green. I'm colorblind, so I'm going to take that for granted, but you Greenways teachers are doing a great job. We want to challenge the Randall and Westover teachers to give us something to race with this week.
Okay, and I'm going to give you an update on the elementary campuses. And Reeves-Hinger is excited to be in first place. Woohoo! We're just barely ahead of Crestview. And Shelly, we wanted to let you know that we'll invite you to the hamburger cookout over at Reeves, so we'll be looking forward to seeing you there. Again, we want to thank Happy State Bank as our sponsor for week 7. They really support our district in so many ways, and we have so many great sponsors, but we want to highlight them this week and tell them thank you again. And that's all we have for the week 7 challenge. We're excited to see your tweets, and everybody get busy. Have a great week.